What makes performing Too Hot to Handle here in Chicago so special?
Well, I'm glad you asked. There's a story here. The great tradition of Too Hot to Handle really, I think, germinates not only out of the orchestra, which are local musicians, and musicians from Detroit, which is the rhythm section. It's the choir. And the choir has this love affair with the audience. It's the most amazing thing to watch. And so out of that tradition of the choir, which Bill Freyer, the choir master, puts the choir together and they come together. I didn't see this coming. But for those who are music people, the choir is set up in quadrants of 4 voices, so they're not set up in sections. So you not only have to know it very well, but you have to hold on to your melody and your part very strongly so you won't be thrown off. And when you're standing on the auditorium theater stage, which is down there, it's very intimidating to see a full house where the audience is coming towards the choir and the choir is going to the audience with this energy, and they have this tradition. Well, guess what happened? The show was in Memphis, and the choir arrived on a Friday, but there was a rehearsal on Thursday night. This is the Chicago choir with a few people from Detroit. And the choir showed up in Memphis on a Friday night, but the orchestra who played on Thursday night really didn't understand what was coming out of Chicago. That Chicago choir showed up in Memphis with that great tradition of 17 years, quadrants of 4, and they absolutely shredded the place. The orchestra didn't know what to do. They were playing, and they were, is this what it is?
What?
And
the sound, the diction, the energy.
Oh my God.
The spirit behind it. And I just started crying.
Oh my goodness. And this is the Chicago choir.
They're here.
They're here. And they're absolutely descended on that orchestra in Memphis, and they just put the tradition and the standard, which Howard Reich wrote in his reviews of the show down through the years, right there at the top of the list of, if you're going to see something musical and wonderful, this is the conversation you need to have an experience with. And it started here, and it's here every year at the Auditorium Theater. I'm telling you, if you're a choral person, it's intimidating to watch those singers stand on that stage, off book, in quadrants of 4, not in each section. And the mics are coming and they're picking up all the different sections in the chorus, but they're still working individually. And that's a commitment to a high standard musically, which is highly regarded and respected throughout any part of our industry. So I would say Chicago has a standard with the reviews, the critical acclaim, the respect, and the kind of performance that really speaks to the heart of what it means to be a part of something that's a hit, that's wonderful, and that really meets all the expectations.